Hi friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Sai Hardas and today I'm going to talk about 10 common mistakes which somebody who's new to crypto markets would generally do. So these 10 points are not really in any particular order, but the last one is very critical and could be a fatal mistake if anybody ever does that mistake. So let's get started. So the most common mistake which people do when they enter into crypto market is they put 100% of their money, whatever money they have allocated for cryptos, at one single shot. So that is the most common mistake, and they put large quantities of money within 24 hours. So if you're putting all your money, let's say you have 10,000 budget or even if 1,000 budget and you want to buy the coin. So if you put all your $1,000 within 24 hours, then you're assuming too much risk and too much volatility. So that's always a bad thing. So one workable solution for this is wait for some time before you invest again. So what I mean is, if you have $1,000, put $100 today and then see how the market is fluctuating. And then if you feel confident, just put another 100 after 24 hours or even after 2 days. Sometimes the market just take off. It's okay, but still it is better to not to take a hit. I've seen many times when I put the money and then the market goes 50% correction, 40% correction on certain assets. So we should always expect these downswings because crypto asset class is still a very immature asset class compared to gold or other asset classes. So the second common mistake which people do in crypto investment is they hear about cryptocurrencies, they get excited, they go to Coinbase app and they purchase assets through Coinbase app. So even though Coinbase is a US based company, has a lot of security features and is a very reliable company, the problem is they charge a hefty commission fees, which is 1.25%. So compared to a lot of other exchanges, equivalent good exchanges, this is a huge amount. Most of them charge anywhere between 0.1 to 0.25%, but Coinbase charges 1.25%. The other problem is Coinbase also tries to upsell. What I mean is, let's say if Bitcoin is trading at $1,000, they'll try to sell Bitcoin to you at 1,050. So even though the market really doesn't demand that extra $50, Coinbase expects you to pay that $50 to them to get the Bitcoin. So this is something which can get very expensive if you're trying to buy the assets through Coinbase app. So easy solution for this problem is to open a GDAX account. So the good part is you do not need any new credentials. All you can use Coinbase's credentials to log into GDAX. GDAX is from the same company, Coinbase, and if you transfer the money, it goes to Coinbase. And it is so GDAX and Coinbase are from the same company, different products. That's it. The good part about GDAX is they only charge 0.25% as commission fees, when compared to Coinbase, which is 1.25%. So you're saving that 1% commission, which can be huge. Apart from saving money on commission, you also get to purchase assets at a lower price compared to Coinbase. So the next mistake that people generally do is either underestimate or overestimate the crypto volatility. So if there is generally a bearish pattern, they keep expecting that the cryptocurrency will keep going down, and if it is going up, they assume that it will keep going up. Neither one is generally true. Once it starts falling, you'll see that it hits certain point and then just takes off from there. So you don't want to miss the lows and you don't want to buy at highs. So the only way you can generally control your emotions and control not spending too much time, is by having a limit orders. So you can use limit buy to buy at a certain lows, and you can sell at highs using limit sell. So the next common mistake that people do is holding too much quantity of one particular type of asset in the portfolio. So the risks that you're exposing by doing this are, you are putting yourself in the hands of one particular company. So any changes, any negative changes happen to the company, then you lose a lot of profits or even go into a lot of losses. So the best way to do handle this is diversify your portfolio across multiple assets. And when you do that, when you diversify enough after researching, you are now taking advantage of any positive changes on these companies, and also minimizing the risk of taking losses on one particular coin. But then this has to be coupled with a lot of good research on what these coins actually are trying to solve, and also look at the team which is trying to solve this particular problem. Apart from that, you also have to evaluate what is the need for having a blockchain to solve this particular problem. So once you have done research on these 3 points, you can comfortably invest in these altcoins. So the next mistake that people do generally is not opening enough exchanges, and definitely not quickly. So generally these exchanges have a lot of good coins, and if there's a good news to any particular coin, if you try to open any exchange account at that point of time, you might be a little too late, and a lot of people are trying to open an account, and these exchanges generally block registration so that they just don't go down, and you may miss the opportunity. So this has happened with most of the exchanges. So the best way to address this problem is by doing enough research on these exchanges and then opening these exchanges as soon as possible, so that we can participate when there is a good swing in any of the altcoins which these exchanges hold. So the next big mistake that people do is not enabling two-factor authentication. So when you try to sign up, you're asked for user ID and password. Because you have these credentials, if you think you are safe, you're definitely wrong. The passwords can be easily snatched by a hacker, and you are easily susceptible for different kinds of attacks. So the easy solution for this problem is download the Google Authenticator app on your phone, whether it is Android or iPhone, and enable two-factor authentication on your account. So I made several videos on how to enable two-factor authentication, so you can find that on my channel. And please do definitely activate two-factor authentication, otherwise your account can be easily hacked by hackers. So the next common mistake that people do is not having enough balances in these exchanges. So opening exchanges is one good step, but then you have to have some amount of BTC or ETH in these accounts. That is the only way you can participate in purchasing other altcoins. For the most part, these exchanges don't accept credit cards, and it is not really safe to give out your bank details. So I generally prefer to buy my Ethereum or Bitcoin in Coinbase or GDAX, and then transfer them to one of these exchanges, and then purchase my altcoins. Some of them I think accept credit cards, but it's better off buying them in GDAX or Coinbase. So the next big mistake that people do is trusting these exchanges completely. So when I say they trust the exchange completely, what I mean is they buy some coin and the coin goes up, and then they just leave the coins in the exchange. In the crypto world, exchanges are no way perfect by themselves. So just in case an exchange shuts down and then they never show up, you lost all your coins. Let's say you invested $10,000 and it became $1 million. And if you let them sit in the exchange, and if something happens to the exchange, now you completely lose all your coins and all your assets. So the only way really to safeguard is putting them in a locker. In the crypto world, these lockers are called wallets, and the best way to store them is in a hardware wallet. There are multiple vendors who provide multiple solutions. So Trezor and Ledger are two common hardware wallets, and I'll make some videos on how to transfer your coins to these wallets. So you can just check out those videos to see how to transfer and secure your coins. So the next big mistake in crypto world is listening to rumors and not doing enough research. So there are rumors like you cannot withdraw money from exchanges, and Bitcoin is going to crash. These kind of things often come up. So before you take any call, whether you're taking a big position or whether you're trying to sell out, please do due diligence. Sometimes the rumors come up, and the next thing you know is people realize these are just rumors and not facts, and then they shoot back up. So before you take any action, please do a lot of research. And generally there's a very common rumor that you cannot take your money out of these exchanges. That is not really true. The only thing is, some of these exchanges ask for more details for security purposes before they let you check out your money from their exchange. So that's why people have an impression that these exchanges don't let you take the money out. But if you try these exchanges, you'll come to know immediately that that is not really true. So the question is, how do you do your research before confirming that a rumor is actually just a rumor? The common sources are like, you can go to YouTube and watch a lot of good investors who talk about their investments. You can see common pattern that is being developed. You can also go to the Cryptocurrencies page, the company's page on Google, and then you can read through some of the use cases and their announcements and things like that and get a feel of it. Apart from that, generally nowadays you have a lot of recommendation courses. You can actually try these courses. Not all of them are bad. Some of them are really actually good. So you can just try one of those. And for mine, I use Palm Beach. So certainly you can do some research on recommendation courses. There are multiple of them now, and pick the one which suits your mentality. Finally, the last but not the least mistake, in fact this is the big daddy of all mistakes that you can do in the cryptocurrency world. That is while transferring coins from one exchange to another exchange. If you don't transfer it to the correct wallet, then you have lost your Bitcoin. So in this scenario, I'm showing you how you can lose the coins. So here on the left, I have my GDAX account. I'm withdrawing from my BTC wallet of my GDAX, and I'm trying to deposit to a syndicator in my Binance. If I do this transaction, then I've lost my Bitcoin because the syndicator wallet doesn't know anything about Bitcoin. So you have just lost it, and there is no way to get back your Bitcoin. So you have to be very careful while doing this transaction and make sure that you are transferring your Bitcoin from any exchange to Bitcoin's wallet of any other exchange. So here I'm transferring my Bitcoin from my GDAX account to address which is a Bitcoin's address in my Binance, and this will definitely go through. So those are my top 10 mistakes that people do in cryptocurrency world. So thanks for watching this video for so long, and please subscribe to my channel for more updates on cryptocurrencies, and hit the like button if you like this video. Thank you.